your body's just so messed up from the swim. But if you don't, eat food, if you don't get into your dry clothes, I mean, it would be so easy to just quit. You gotta get that food in, you gotta get that water in. You've gotta get to the next step. My name is Kelly Halpin, and I spent the majority of my life growing up in Jackson, right on the border between the national park and the national forest, so it was just like an endless playground. I grew up staring at the Tetons, and I'm a professional illustrator, so basically watching the whole cycle of life of animals migrating, dying. You come across carcasses in the woods all the time, and just seeing that cycle of animals, flowers, trees, snow, rain, and it's hard not to be inspired by that. I feel like we're on this planet for a very, very short period of time, and it's silly to waste your life not being happy and not pursuing, your passions.
Kelly grew up on a ranch since she was a little girl, and I think it really had a huge influence on her as an artist and as a mountaineer and as a person. Just staring at the Tetons, I think, really influenced her as far as like wanting to be in those mountains and wanting to explore and
wanting to find a way to get up there. It seems so improbable, but it's an incredible adventure to get up there.
Yeah! Woohoo!
Woo-wee. How you feeling?
Those mountains and the lakes and things have been here forever, but it wasn't until recently that Dave Gonzalez meshed all of them together.
David Gonzalez's picnic idea is to do a human-powered natural obstacle course in Jackson. It's an adventure of the mind, it's an adventure in the Tetons. You can do it however you want. The whole idea is to go out and challenge yourself.
The picnic is kind of also a joke in a way, and it's not necessarily picnicking. It's one of the hardest things a lot of people have ever done.
It's not for like a gold medal or a bronze medal. It's just whatever you can accomplish, and if you can accomplish it.
Not Picnicking is 23 miles to Jenny Lake from town on a bike, and then 1.3 miles across the lake swimming, 3 miles flat to the Loop Meadows trailhead, and then 6,000 feet straight up. And then do it all again in reverse.
When my partner Bree last year, she got really sick on the descent and blacked out, and it was just really, really scary. I mean, like, the mountains are all fun and games until they're not, So this is my checklist. I need my headlamp, sport legs, sunglasses, my GoPro, iPod, axe, orthopedics tights, water tabs, water bag, Noon, chicken broth, bacon, stinger bars, chocolate, ibuprofen, a squeezy bottle. I have just my water stuff here, like wetsuit, booties, cap, goggles, rope, boogie board, dry bag. I don't swim, I hate cold water, I hate water in general. And Jenny Lake is, like 250 feet deep? I mean, it's terrifying. Got done doing some last minute shopping, got my donut. I am excited. I don't really want to go swimming right now, but it's not time to think about swimming. It's time to think about going biking. We'll worry about the swimming when that happens. I think this is the hardest part, just getting out of the water. You can't really allow yourself the luxury of resting for too long, you know. You've got to get to the next step. You got to get moving, that's how you stay warm. My donut's in a sad state, but it'll taste just as good, I think. Getting to the midpoint of any of those picnics, whatever the summit is of the middle of those, and being like, I'm here! Now I just have to go backwards and do it all again. I mean, there's something very beautiful about doing all of these things in Jackson that are right out your front door. Before I started doing these crazy picnics that David came up with, I had no idea what I was capable of. You could totally apply that to so many aspects of your life. I mean, with work or with a relationship, it's amazing to reach that kind of exhaustion and be able to push yourself through it. Just like when I was in the water, and I was swimming across the lake for the second time, and there was a really strong current that was pushing me away. I just like to thank cheeseburgers for existing, because that might be the only reason I made it across, was for a beer and a cheeseburger. I was so hungry. In the end, it's just to see what you're capable of. So many people won't do things because they don't know what's going to happen. They're scared, and when you can get over that hump and push yourself and, you know, see where it takes you, you know, it can take you to some pretty cool places.